So now let's look at how can we use data inputs. So how can we download data from our S3 bucket, bring it into our code and use it from there. So what we can first do is we need to place some data into our S3 bucket. So I can just go into the project's data tab, click upload, and then find the MNIST dataset that I want to use and upload it to the Valohai sample that I have as my custom AWS store. I can upload it over there. What will happen now is just Valohai will take this file and upload it to the store and provide me a link that I can use to access the file from all of my executions. So once I have that file, what I can do is I can use the link that I find over here on the full file listing. Now you see all the Model H files that we outputted, and we see the MNIST MPC file here. If I click the datum button, I get two links. Datum link is something that you can use kind of inside of Valohai, or you can just use the S3 bucket link to access your file. Now that we have a link to the file, we can go and start using this input. So let's go to our Valohai YAML configuration file, and over here we can define new inputs. And I have one input over here, my MNIST dataset, and I'm going to give it the default address, which is the datum address I have over here. Now what Valohai will do is every time I run this step, an execution for train MNIST model, it will look at my inputs, it will go and download those inputs, store them on the inputs folder, and then I can access them from there once my execution starts. So your inputs get downloaded before your execution. So to access those downloaded inputs, we first need to figure out what's the inputs folder. We're using the same way as we got the outputs folder. We're not just saying, hey, get me the inputs folder. Once we have the inputs folder, we say, okay, create a full file path for this one specific file that I want to access by joining the input path and the name of my input and then the individual file name inside of that. And then over here, I can use just NumPy to load up the file and then run, set the values for train and test over there. The details of how this works and what's happening is also described in our Valohai Quick Start, so you can just head over there and see the details. So now, if we go into our executions, we see that a new execution is being spun up. And in that new execution, we see that we have a custom input over here, my MNIST dataset, and it's saying that it's coming from our S3 bucket. So now this will get stored as a part of every execution run. Under logs, we can also see that this got downloaded from our S3 store as a part of the execution before we started running our execution code. Perfect. So next, we're going to look at how do we actually chain different kinds of executions together. In our example, we're going to create two steps instead of just the one train MNIST. We're going to create a pre-processing step, and then we're going to create a step that's going to train our model and output the model file. And we're going to look at how do we automatically run these two steps one after another. Good. Next video.